Okay guys, All of Me is fairly simple. This is going to be more of a for guitar players, an easier kind of version just to get quick, easy results. You'll learn the song in a couple minutes. All you need to know is 5 chords, 1 simple rhythm, and have a capo on your first fret. So go ahead and do that if you haven't done so already. Cool free pro tip, once the capo's on, tune up your guitar again. Now, it won't say E, A, D, G, B, E. It'll say something else like F, A sharp, etc. But get that end of the line in the middle, you're gonna sound 10 times better. That's a free one. Now, I am going to give you everything all at once. Here we go, just 5 chords, handful of parts. And I'm gonna save one really cool rhythm tip at the very, very end. It's gonna make it harder, but it's gonna make it sound 10 times better. So hang out to the end, I got you. And yes, by the way, all of the chords and notes are down below and on my Patreon. So here are the chords. It's E minor, C, G, D, and then there's an A minor in there occasionally. Okay, got it. Let's go and get into it. So the intro is going to be this, actually in the verse. It's just going to be, oh, I'm so sorry, rhythm. Let's get to the rhythm. Down, down, up, down, up. The classic, okay? So that's the go-to. Don't overthink it. We're going to come back to that at the very end. So down, down, up, down, up for E minor. Down, down, up for C. Down, down, up for G. Down, down, up for the D. And if you just simply run that twice, that's your intro. Then if you run that 4 times, that's going to be your verse. Look at that, we're already almost done. The pre-chorus is next, and the pre-chorus is going to be this. Repeats. So it's just A minor twice. And then G once, and then D once, and then it repeats, and then you'll see what I'm doing there on that D. Let that just kind of hang, and it gives you some tension. Then you come in with your chorus, right? So that was the pre-chorus, the set up to the chorus. Okay, the chorus is going to be fairly simple. So everything we've done so far has mostly just been one measure. The hard part that when I'm teaching this to students is this chorus flips all that. So pretty much it's mostly all 2 measures per chord. Let me go and demonstrate the chorus. Seeing that? So we're doing G twice. E minor twice, A minor twice, and then C once, D once. And just repeat that, that's for the chorus, okay? Use your ear on that. And then there's this part that, and I might be causing some controversy, but I think that there is something called a post-chorus, and I definitely would categorize this next section as the post-chorus. So after every chorus is always this little section where he goes, give me all of me, right? Now that definitely has the hook, I get it. So you can argue it's just another part of the chorus, it's just this tail end thing he does. I like to keep things simple in my brain as I'm organizing it. I think of this as the post-chorus. So whatever you want to do with that is up to you. But he basically goes back to the exact same structure, same chords and rhythm as he did for the intro. It's just E minor, C, G, D, right? And he'll repeat that twice, okay, for the end tag. And then the next part is the bridge. The bridge, lucky you, is just the same exact chords and rhythm as the pre-chorus. So we're not gonna even cover that. You're already done, how cool is that? And then even better news is you actually already know pretty much the entire song. So that part that we just did, that post-chorus or end tag of the chorus, you can do that 4 times for the last chorus. Okay, so there's a little bit of an extension there. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's all the information that you need. PDF guide linked with my Patreon below if you want that. And now I'm gonna save, I always save the best for last. What I'm doing whenever I'm playing this isn't this. Let me go ahead and just demonstrate using, we'll do the intro, right? So I'm not doing this when I play it. That's fine, but it's a little bit stale. Can you feel that? It's kind of all the same. Great place to start. So if you're still struggling at all with any of those parts right there, don't do this quite yet, but work up to it. Get that solid first. If you are there, watch what I'm going to do. Very subtle. Mostly what I'm doing is I'm emphasizing the and of beat 2, or my first up strum in the rhythm. Remember, it was down, down, up, up, down, up. So that first up strum, down, down, up, I give that just a little bit more juice. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down. Try with me. And that gives it that little extra pop, because the rhythm here I know is a little different than what you're hearing, but that gives you a little bit of that edge that you're hearing. He does these kind of dynamics on the piano, and that'll get you just a little bit closer to that sound. And then optional, what you can do is you can also hit the 1 with a little bit of emphasis as well. So, okay, don't do overkill on that, but essentially those two spots, the 1 and the end of beat 2, are great places to give it a little push to add that dynamics, add that flavor, sound a little bit more like the track, and yeah, rock a stage. If you guys like that, please comment below, give me some love, and I'll see you guys in the next video.